Hi everybody, so we are DAM New York 2025, and of course we are delighted to talk about with you and to share some insight this year. It's all about the DAM, of course, and so by the way, we are as usual Get Paul. Weeks ago we were talking about C2PA, custom metadata in Bergen. So regarding these 2 days, Paul, can you give me some insight what you saw finally here from the different conferences about the DAM, about the AI, and some, of course, as usual, some metadata conferences?
Yeah, absolutely. Happy to do so. So I think what we've seen in the last 2 days here at DAM New York, obviously a lot of conversation about AI, but more and more integrated into workflows, both on the user experience side and on the vendor side. So AI is becoming more of a common thing in everything, and everybody's workflow. There's still a lot of hoops, there's still a lot of challenges. Implementation is not as easy as it seems from the outside, but a lot of valuable conversations about that.
Yeah. So this year we saw that, as usual, we have around the room a lot of the vendors. With an organization, sometimes we are trying to find which way it can be, but by the way, especially from DAM News perspective, so we saw that the year is challenging, okay, because we saw that some vendors they are moving forward to the latest technology. We're talking about AI agents, just like every year. Jared from Resource Group is talking about DAM 4.0, but by the way, we are not really here, and that's a discussion we just had yesterday. We are not really super convinced about this type of integration they are doing, and what's your thoughts?
Yeah, there's a lot of trial and errors. There's a lot of people testing, and there's a lot of failures apparently as well. So it's the path to AI success is not clear to anyone. And so we see implementations, we see places where it seems to be working well, but there's no like, oh, if you do that, then everything will be fine. But it's refreshing to hear those conversations of those trials and error, because I think that's the path to success eventually, in seeing what works, what doesn't work, especially with considering how quickly and how fast this technology is evolving as well. So what could work, yesterday might not be as efficient tomorrow. But interesting conversations on that.
Yeah, for sure. Also, alongside the trends, we are talking about the user experience, especially brand management, because as you know, we have some vendors just like Fontify, vendor, Paperfly, etc. They are more and more focused finally here on the way it looks like, how you can personalize and localize the content. So which is also one of the trends. As usual, we had the usual bake-off between Binder, Fontify, Paperfly, and Photoshatter, and finally here, for the second time in a row, Fontify get the bake-off. So applause to the team, and especially a great demonstration. The other things also that more or less we are talking about of integration. So especially one of our partners, SignGate, is also talking about one take and how you can connect them to our global ecosystem. And something we saw this morning, it's also about the governance and metadata.
Yeah, so I thought one of the most interesting point of the whole conference was about metadata. A few years ago, when AI started appearing, conversations all around about metadata is gone, it's obsolete, AI is going to take that over completely and things like that. And this year, it was actually the opposite. It was like, if you want AI to succeed, you need strong base of metadata and thesaurus, and you have to prepare your data for AI to be actually performant. And so it's a big revival of the metadata, and it's a big revival of governance, especially when like you were talking about, when we're dealing with AI and agents, then that governance becomes even more important, because you have to automate it, and you need AI to be able to respect the rules and places and in order to be performant and scalable.
Thank you, Paul. So I think it's just the beginning of everything. For sure, next year will be one more step at this integration of of AI, etc. And finally, also to keep in the loop that it's important to think about the user, finally, how he has to manage all this information, how you can trust this information, so traceability. It's all about also, IMETA was not there, but by the way, IMETA was a little bit there, thanks to you, Paul. Something we can say, so by the way, we're writing a report with Paul alongside this event, and more or less we are just 1 month or 5 weeks ago ahead to Undam. So of course we have all the time to subscribe to Undam Paris, and in fact, or especially in the magazine, because you can see there, it's undamparis.com. It's free for every customer. I repeat again, it's free for every customer. I think the level of services is just at the top. You see just the excellence of France. It's an international event, so as for example today it's more or less 25% of American, UK, but we have some German people. Last year it was more or less 400 people. It's still an hybrid event, so you can also connect online, you get some replay. It's all about finally to share best practices, and it's all about the DAM community.
See you in Paris in a month.
See you at Undam.